When it comes to assault mechs, 95 tons puts you right near the cap, which is 100. You're 5 tons shy of being the heaviest an assault mech can be, which means you can start really laying on different war gear systems and the like to some pretty good effect. So let's see what we can do with this 95 ton assault mech before us. What's up, everybody? I'm James. Welcome to Mechanical Mayhem, and welcome back to the Mech Lab. This is where I look at a particular game, look at a particular mech to discuss a particular build. In this case, we are looking at MW5 Clans. We're getting clan mechaniering on as usual, and this is the 95 ton assault Omnimech, the Executioner, the EXE. So this thing has a hero mech, and truth be told, the hero mech could be the only omnipod set you use for this build if you wanted to. But I didn't like how re-hero sounded, so I put the center torso as the prime, so I can call it a hero prime build. Full disclosure. You don't need the prime, you'll have it, so might as well use it, but you won't need it for this build. You can do it purely with the Sovereign, which, if you own MW5 Clans, you have for free, because that's part of the Trials of War stuff. So, let's check out the build. The Executioner is a fine assault mech. It has jump jets, it has mask, it sacrifices some armor for that, but overall it still can take some hits, and it has some really good maneuverability, especially for its size. We can't do anything about the jump jets or the mask, so we have to remember that and make do and remember to use it. Now, the biggest Achilles heel of the Executioner is the center torso. No Omnipod set has anything we can do in terms of an opened slot, which is really unfortunate. So, if there ever comes a time where we get an Omnipod set that does do that, that would be quite nice. So we have that as prime, the rest is sovereign. And what I went ahead and did is I went and got rid of the machine guns and their ammo. I also got rid of the LRM-15 because we have two LRM-20s as it is, and I wanted to have more ammo and therefore not burn and chew through that ammo quickly by firing 55 per volley as opposed to 40. So instead, we keep them as two LRM-20s, but we up the total number of ammo that we carry. So we carry 7 tons of ammo now. We have a ton of armor on the right torso. We have 1.25 tons of armor on the left and right arms. We could remove the 0.25 from each arm. That'll give us a half ton, and we could put that half ton in the left torso, and we can move to do that. We can move one of the LRM ammos around to do so. I don't really feel it to be that crucial to do, given the nature of this particular build for the Executioner, but that's definitely a viable option should you wish to do so. In any case, we have ourselves the Executioner Hero Prime. So we have Weapon Group 1 are all medium lasers, Weapon Group 2 is the LRM-20s, and then Weapon Group 3 is the medium lasers and chain fire. So let's check out the shooting range and see how this thing does. Remember, the shooting range is going to have the targets take the most damage they can. And they're not taking extra damage, there's just no reduction happening or anything like that going on. But it's still a good qualifier for how things are doing in terms of your builds. Now, we have 2 LRM-20s and 4 ear medium lasers. So congrats to me, I just basically remade a Mad Dog Reprime combination as well as a Timberwolf Reprime combination. I've had both in both those chassis, and we have it again here in the Executioner. Only we have even more ammo now. So that's cool, but it's not something that is unique to this chassis. We can see this as early as the Mad Dog. So I'm just going to stand right where we started, and I'm going to start firing away at this Marauder. I was going to say Mad Dog, but it's not a Mad Dog, it's a Marauder. I was just talking about the Mad Dog. But the LRM-20s can fire decently quick, and as you can see, this mech is decent at putting out some damage. We definitely got rid of that. It's fire support. This mech is a glorified fire support mech, but that's okay. Because knowing that, I personally would give this to Naomi. You could also replace the LRM-20s with either LRM-20 Artemis 4 if it can fit it on this chassis, or LRM-15 with Artemis 4 if you wanted to instead, and make use of it yourself. Me personally, I'm giving this to Naomi, and the amount of missiles we have will be more than sufficient for Naomi to make use of. By the time we get to an ammo crate, she should still have missiles, and if she does run out, we have 4 ER medium lasers that will at least help add weight of fire to what the star is doing. So let's re-equip our ammo to full, and we can see we have 1,890 missiles. So you fire 20 per volley, but that's still a lot of volleys at our disposal. We're not going to have to worry really anytime soon, which is great for both players and AI, because players, we can really spam the missile fire on mechs, but the AI will fire missile volleys on turrets, multiple volleys if it, depending how long the travel time is. So when you factor all that together, we basically come out as a wash. So, you know, both the AI and the player more or less use the same amount of missiles on average, but that's okay. And regardless, we still have a pretty good damage capability on mechs by ourselves. So you have one of these, maybe 2 of these in your star, along, you know, next to a bunch of direct fire stuff, and mechs are going to get chewed up pretty nicely and pretty well taken care of in terms of being, you know, beaten and battered to finish off. Now, here we have an example of mask. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first get this mech up to max speed, and we can see how long it takes, right? So here we go. We can see that we just got to max speed, right? It wasn't exactly slow, but it definitely took a few seconds to get there. I'm going to engage mask, which you can tell by the blue lines on screen, and then we're going to go for it. And we're at max speed already. It's crazy. And we stop really fast too. Mask works both for stopping and starting, as well as reverse and forward. So that's pretty cool. One thing about mask, and I'll showcase it here, you can fire with it, so that's okay, but notice the bar on the left, right next to our speed, is going up, and our blue lines are going to turn yellow. That means we are getting our my armor actuators in our legs hot. If that bar becomes red, we start taking damage in our legs, which we don't want to do, because that's bad. So you do have that limit. There is research to help it out, but even just base, I find that limit to be pretty okay, because we can make use of it to get out of jail, right, or get out of dodge, or to close in an objective quickly without worry. We don't have to keep it on very, you know, indefinitely or anything like that. So you just use it in spurts. The biggest thing is to not forget you have it activated in the heat of the moment, because you'll take damage. So I'm just tooling around, firing at this Marauder here, doing whatever I can with the heat dissipation, being slow, but considering it's more fire supporty and shouldn't really be firing volley after volley this fast of missiles at the target, because the rest of the star will be taking things out. I'm okay with that. I didn't add any heat sinks. You could, but you know, you could drop a ton of ammo to do that if you wanted to. But I decided, you know what, I'll deal with the spice, right? And we will just have more missiles to shoot and be just fine. And we more or less are. So that's really it for this build. It is a jump jet equipped, mask equipped, fire support mech. It has the same war gear selection as a Mad Dog Reprime if you wanted to do it that route and not use ER large lasers, or a Timberwolf Reprime if you didn't want to use pulse lasers. But, you know, hey, sometimes you know, sometimes, as they say, it bees like that. So if it works, who really cares, right? And this works decently well, for sure. Give this to Naomi, keep Naomi out of trouble. She can give plenty of missile volleys, while you and the rest of the star pummel what's being picked apart as you know, with more direct fire, harder hitting equipment. So not bad. And Naomi and all AI will make use of jump jets, which is pretty cool. And if you use the mech, don't forget you have jump jets and you have mask, and you can do both together if you need to, which is pretty cool. So yeah, not much else to say there. Fire support executioner. Now you can definitely do a build with the executioner where you have the Gauss rifle and some other stuff, but I just wanted to do a real fire support setup because when I saw the Sovereign, you know, was coming to MW5 Clans, I was like, that's totally going to be a great fire support potential. And I think it works pretty well, despite having weak center torso at the end of the day, especially after beefing up everything else. In any case, what are your thoughts? Share them in the comments section. I'll showcase other executioner builds, including a different style of Hero Prime and just complete other builds in totality as well. But just wanted to get something out there that you can make use of right away the moment you unlock this mech. And I think this fire support build, while not necessarily unique to the assault mech class, is still going to be very capable for you. So give it a shot. Let me know what you think, and comment any other questions, requests, thoughts, whatever the case might be in the comment section, and I'll take a look-see. And until next time, take care.